So we were going to focus on force and motion. So this time we will combine the two. Okay, so I've discussed already more on force, but this time we'll combine and let's compare what's force and what is motion, class. Okay, so take a look at this. Now you can tell that an object has moved when what? Its blank has changed. So what's that? Okay, it's position. So the position has changed, class. Did you see? Okay, did you see that? Okay, now the object used for comparing another object to describe its position is called a frame of reference. Okay, what is frame of reference? The object used for comparing another object to describe its position is called a frame of reference. Now, take a look at the car. The distance, class, an object moves in a certain amount of time is called what? Okay, it's called speed. Okay, so what is speed? The distance an object moves in a certain amount of time is called a speed. So take note of that. You can write that down in your notebook. Okay, so how about this one? A blank graph can be used to show the change in an object's speed over time. So, a line. So, can you see, okay, what's in the picture? That is a broken line. Okay, now what makes object change speed or direction, class? Okay, can you look at the picture? Okay, so that is forces. Okay, so when I ask you what makes object change speed or direction, we call that forces. Okay, now what unit, class, is used to measure forces? Okay, do you still remember our lesson about force? So what unit is used to measure forces? We have the Newton or the N. Okay, the capital N. Now what is a force between surfaces that slows or stops object? So what is that force, class? We call that what? Friction. So that was the last lesson that we had last Friday. So we talked about friction. Now, class, friction creates what? Okay, what does, can you see the picture of the hand? Okay, she's rubbing her hand. So friction creates heat. Try to rub your hand, class. Okay, what happened after you rub your hands? Okay, maybe in 5 minutes or just 10 seconds. So you will feel a heat, class. Okay, so when an object, class, is in motion, it tends to stay what? In motion. So okay, so take when an object is still in, okay, is still meaning not moving, like the house, it tends to remain what? Still. So take, this is called what? Inertia. So remember that. So what is inertia, class? Okay, and inertia is what? Okay, the use of a force to move an object is, okay, work. The ability to do work is called energy. So remember, okay, we discussed energy last semester. So the energy of motion is blank. What? Is kinetic. So remember this, the energy of motion is kinetic energy. The energy of position is what? What kind of energy? Potential energy. So do you still remember this, class? So this, okay, energy, class, connects to forces and motion. Why? Because without energy, do you have force to do something? Do you have a force? Okay, so energy is connected to our lesson today. So name the frame of reference in each of the following statement. The dog is beside the house. So this is just a review, class. Okay, so let me see. The dog is beside the house. So house is what? Okay, the duck is swimming in the pond. Okay, we have respond. Name the type of energy in each of the following statements. So is it kinetic or potential? So this is just a review. Okay, the ball is rolling down the hill. It's kinetic. Okay, the roller coaster is sitting at the top of the track. Okay, it's potential. Why potential? Because just seated there. The pencil fell off the edge of the desk. That is kinetic because it moved. The skier, okay, is at the top of the ski jump. It's potential. Why? Because it's just there, not jumping. Okay, so that's all for today. So force and motion. So anyway, this is just a review of our past lesson. Since I cannot explain well here through the video, but I'm going to add up an additional video link. So I'm going to send the link to you so you can have additional information about force and motion.